Have you ever wondered why some people just seem to click with everyone? They walk into a room and instantly connect, build strong friendships, and seem to get what they want without even trying. It's not magic, it's a skill. And today, we're going to unpack the secrets from one of the most influential books ever written on this topic. Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit of practical, powerful techniques to transform your social interactions. Let's start with the absolute foundation of all positive human connection. Carnegie stresses one simple, yet profound rule. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Think about it. Does anyone enjoy being criticized? It immediately puts them on the defensive and can breed resentment that lasts for years. Instead of pointing out faults, try to understand. Try to figure out why people do what they do. It's far more effective and interesting than criticism. So, if we're not criticizing, what should we do instead? The answer is just as simple. Give honest and sincere appreciation. This isn't about empty flattery. It's about genuinely noticing the good in others and telling them. We all crave appreciation. It's like a nutrient for the soul. When you can honestly praise someone for a specific action or quality, you make them feel valued and important. This creates a positive feeling that they'll associate with you. A sincere compliment can brighten someone's day and open doors you never knew existed. Now let's talk about the key to making people instantly like you. It's not about being the most interesting person in the room. It's about being the most interested. Become genuinely interested in other people. Ask them about their hobbies, their family, their dreams. And when you do, be a good listener. Let the other person do most of the talking. People love talking about themselves and their passions. By giving them the space to do so, you're giving them a gift. You're showing them that they matter. And here's a golden nugget that's so simple, yet so often overlooked. Remember and use people's names. A person's name is, to them, the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Using it is a subtle but powerful compliment. It says, "You are memorable. You are important to me." The next time you meet someone, make a conscious effort to remember their name and use it in conversation. You'll be amazed at the positive reaction you get. Another simple but incredibly effective tool? A smile. A genuine, warm smile communicates, "I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you." It costs nothing but creates so much. It enriches those who receive it without impoverishing those who give it. Your smile is a messenger of your goodwill. Before you walk into a meeting, before you answer the phone, before you greet your family, pause for a second and smile. It changes your own attitude and the attitude of everyone around you. Now, how do you persuade people and get them to see your way of thinking without causing resentment? The first rule is a big one. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. 9 times out of 10, an argument ends with both parties more convinced than ever that they are absolutely right. You can't win an argument. If you lose it, you lose it. And if you win it, you still lose, because you've made the other person feel inferior and hurt their pride. A far better approach is to show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say, "You're wrong." Instead, try to see things from their point of view. Use phrases like, "I can see why you'd feel that way, and if I were in your position, I'd probably feel the same." This disarms people. When you acknowledge their perspective, they become more open to hearing yours. It's about building bridges, not walls. And if you are the one who's wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. There's a certain strength and honor in admitting your mistakes. It not only clears the air, but also often inspires the other person to be more forgiving and less critical. Fighting to defend a mistake only digs you into a deeper hole. Owning up to it earns you respect. When you need to get something done, how do you approach it? Do you give orders? Carnegie suggests a better way. Ask questions instead of giving direct orders. For example, instead of saying, "Finish this report by 5 p.m., you could ask, "Do you think we could get this report wrapped up by 5 p.m. so we can send it to the client?" This approach makes people feel like they are part of the decision. It saves their pride and gives them a sense of importance. It encourages cooperation instead of rebellion. Another powerful technique is to talk in terms of the other person's interests. If you want to persuade someone, first figure out what they want. What are their goals? Their desires? Then, frame your proposal in a way that shows them how they can get what they want by doing what you want. Arouse in the other person an eager want. For example, if you're trying to motivate a child to clean their room, instead of nagging, you might say, "As soon as your room is clean, we can go to the park and play." You've connected your goal to their desire. This principle of seeing things from their perspective is the cornerstone of influence. Before you speak, pause and ask yourself, how can I make this person want to do it? This single question can revolutionize your relationships, both personally and professionally. Let's move on to being a leader. How do you change people's attitudes or behavior without giving offense or arousing resentment? The key is to always begin with praise and honest appreciation. Just as a dentist begins with Novocaine, a leader should begin with praise. It makes it easier to hear the criticism that might follow. Never start a conversation with a but. For example, instead of saying, "That's a great report, but you made several spelling errors," try, "That's a great report. I'm so impressed with your research. As we finalize it, let's just double-check the spelling together." See the difference? The first approach negates the praise, while the second one is collaborative and encouraging. And when you do need to point out a mistake, do it indirectly. Talk about your own similar mistakes first, saying something like, "You know, when I was your age, I made that same mistake all the time. Here's what I learned." Makes the advice much easier to take. This brings us to another crucial point. Let the other person save face. This is so important and so often forgotten. We ride roughshod over the feelings of others, getting our own way, finding fault, issuing threats, criticizing a child or an employee in front of others, without even considering the hurt to the other person's pride. A few thoughtful words, a genuine understanding of the other person's attitude, can go a long way in easing the sting. Letting someone save face preserves their dignity and keeps the relationship intact. Finally, to be a truly effective leader and friend, you must be liberal with your encouragement. Publicly praise every improvement. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. Praise is like sunlight to the human spirit. We cannot flower and grow without it. Go out of your way to make people feel important. When you give someone a fine reputation to live up to, they will often make prodigious efforts rather than see you disappointed. So, to recap these incredible principles, shift your focus from yourself to others. Stop criticizing and start appreciating. Become genuinely interested, smile, and use people's names. Avoid arguments and see things from their viewpoint. If you're wrong, admit it. Guide, don't order. And always, always make the other person feel important. These aren't tricks or manipulations. They are principles based on a deep understanding of human nature. They work because they are rooted in respect, empathy, and kindness. Start by picking just one or two of these to practice this week. Maybe you'll focus on smiling more, or perhaps you'll make an effort to be a better listener. You'll be amazed at how you made it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you found these ideas as powerful as I have. If you got some value from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which one of these principles resonated with you the most? Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.